So today I received this blender and whisk little machine, hand blender and blah blah blah. It's a really nifty little kit. You do get the bracket which you can have on your wall, so you would screw it on your wall as so. You see the screw holes there. You do get some raw plugs and screws with it, and you would have it like that, or on the inside of a cupboard door if you have the space. It is to hang up this and this. Nothing else fits in there so you would have it on your wall like that, or on the inside of your cupboard door, just to hold these two. It doesn't support the handheld mixer, which is actually pretty heavy weight. Now on this there's two speeds. You've got the turbo there, so whichever speed you're using on the regular one, you can, instead of moving the scale up and down here, so you can see there's like a little lever, and you will move the scale up like that, or down a bit hard, coming back that way with one hand. So that goes up and down, so that's that. Now obviously with two hands I'll be using one hand to press this and the other hand to move this up. It is easy to do, but with one hand holding it and using my thumb, it's a bit awkward whilst I'm showing you. So excuse me, you can hear that's higher compared to that, which is lower. So I'm going to have it set on mid. So for instance, if you were whisking something, you could have it set on that. Then if you think I need just a quick boost, you can do that rather than have it going up, which it is handy. So for the whisk, I'll turn this upside down. For the whisk you would need this little adapter, and you screw that in like so. I'm not going to screw it in fully because I'm not going to use the whisk. And then you would place that inside there, so that would fit in nice and tight. It pings in, and then screw that into there, and then you've got, I'm just going to hold that, and then you've got your whisk. But because I'm not going to use the whisk, I won't put that on. Then you have this little dish here, which does have a blade inside, and it comes out for easy cleaning, so you pop that back in. So it does come out very easily and goes back on easily as well. And you've got your lid here for, there we go, the lid there. So you put your chopped up whatevers inside there, you place the lid on, and then attach this. Now I'm going to try and do this one-handed. I've already pre-chopped up some potatoes. I hope that's on sturdy enough. Let me just, right, I have a couple of bits of celery, so I'm going to chop this up, ready to make some soup. I'll try and get that balanced right. I'm not sure if I've got this tightened on properly. Let me just check. So I don't know where, sorry, I've moved it there. Don't know whether it feels like it's on. I'll move this further over. You see my dog sitting on my feet. So now I need to put this lid back on, press down. Then I'm going to pop this on, and there you go. So it's pretty sturdy, and press right. I'm going to press the turbo. So let's just have a quick look. So that just lifts off. This lid is a little bit tight. When I'm going to put the phone down one moment, get this lid off. There we go, I've got it off. Sorry about that. So that's chopped up pretty well. There is still a chunk left in here, just the one. oops, bit of potato, but the rest of it's chopped up quite easily and quite well. I can't get the centre out at the moment. I'm going to need 2 hands to pull that out, I think. So yeah, that chopped up pretty well. Now the next bit, you get this container as well. You get this, and it's handy being tall because a lot of things, if you were to whisk some cream, you can actually put your cream inside here and whisk, as long as it's not a lot, and it, you know, it wouldn't splash up everywhere, which is quite handy. Then there's when you're using it with this attachment inside, where are we? So if you put that inside, again, you're not going to get a huge splashing everywhere. So I'm going to put some more potato and celery in here, and I'm going to add some water. Get my water. Babe, babe, where's your bum? Good boy. So I've added a bit of water here because I'm going to be making soup with all this what I'm chopping up. So now I need to add my attachment. This one needs screwing on. So there we go. I've actually managed to do that one-handed, which is good. I think when they make these things, they should really consider how people who have one hand are going to manage using them, rather than buying specially adapted tools for making something as simple as soup. So yeah, perhaps manufacturers could consider, you know, like this was difficult to get off with one hand. So just a little vacuum release button, or, you know, a slide or something to help release the vacuum which is created, would help lift things like this off, make life a lot easier for people with one hand. So right, let's give this a go. So this is on, it's just a little bit above mid setting. Mid setting is probably around here. So I've got this set just slightly above mid, and I'll give it a turbo. Let's see how this performs. I've not tried this before today. I've literally just taken it out of the box. So this is my first go with it. So I'm giving it a bit of a tilt. Oops. It's not too happy doing this. Let's try the boost. No, it's not very happy. So you can see it wants smaller chunks than what I did. Now, to be fair, I would normally have smaller chunks if I'm using my hand blender and I was using it in the pan, say after cooking the vegetables. So the vegetables will be softer. So really perhaps I should have chopped them up smaller, but I was testing it. So it doesn't like bigger chopped vegetables. Let's give it a go. If I give it a bit of a mind your bum, whisk around. So let's see how it performs now. So it doesn't want to do them from large vegetables, which I think most blenders would probably be very, very similar. Let me just tip this out. Alright, so if I chop up some potatoes a little bit smaller, let's give this a go. Okay, so this is the size what I would normally have in a pan of my vegetables for making a soup. So let's have a go here. Right, so I'm only going to do the potatoes. I won't bother with the celery at the moment. bit of water. Okay, let's see how it goes at this time. On turbo. It is faring a bit better. It's actually creating a vacuum and lifting the cup up. That's quite funny. So it has actually shredded all of the vegetables in there. I'm not going to put my hand in and pick them all up. Hopefully you can see the tiny vegetables. So it has actually shredded all of those. There was a lesser amount of potatoes in than when I had it with the celery and potatoes. So I'd say it performs just as well as any other hand mixed blender. If those larger potatoes and celery were in a pan and I was using it, it probably would have done them okay, or if they'd have been semi-cooked, it would have been fine as well. So if you've not got much room or you don't have a large food processor, I suppose this is quite nifty in having the ability to, you know, a 3-in-1, using this with the same motor, your hand blender, and then also your whisk. It probably would take up a lot less space, and you know, I think it's a very useful item. So hopefully that's give you some idea whether you want to purchase this or not, and I hope it's been helpful. Goodbye.
Okay, I've purchased this product earlier as I moved here from the States to Ireland. I opened up my product this evening to do some shopping, and lo and behold, I have black mold within my product. That is all black mold in there. So I believe this product was used before and sent to me. I have no clue. But when I take off here, look, there's mold there. I'm highly disgusted. I'm trying not to say any curse words here. I'm really disappointed in this because I really liked the way the hand blender was. But to get something with mold in it, that is terrible. I cannot believe this. I had such faith in this product. I don't know what I don't know what to say anymore. Black mold. Black mold. Oh my gosh. I can't,